Take me out to left field. Give me a shot of Fireball. Give me some high fives from Mark Peña and a hug from Jeff Cross as we stand on top of the tables. Hearing the horns, that's a blast. For it's 1, 2, 3 shots from the cannon with the ladies of left field.
All right. Hey, y'all. It's game time with the ladies of left field. It is Katie and Jordan here today.
Hey.
Yeah, it is Kasey and Barnabas's wedding anniversary, which Case, of course, knew. She just didn't really put the dates together until earlier today. So, but yes, congrats to her and Barn. Happy for them.
Happy anniversary, friends.
Yeah. So you get Jordan and I today. But yeah, we got some good hot girl headlines to kick us off. I'm going to talk about the NBA again because it is like chaos and it's very entertaining. So the Oklahoma City Thunder still like the best team. SGA is just killing it. MVP level, completely controlled every single game so far. They remain undefeated in the postseason, which is quite wild as they advance back to the Western Conference Finals. Also, interesting tip that after the Lakers were swept by the Thunder, LeBron James admits he's unsure about his future and he's not committed to returning next season. So we'll see if the Thunder knock out LeBron, like knock him out to retirement. I don't know. We'll see.
That would be insane, though. Like, for him to not even do a farewell tour. Like,
right.
What?
Right. And you can't go to another team, right? That would be even worse.
I hope not.
I don't know. We'll see. That'll be something to watch over the summer. Our San Antonio Spurs, we're here in Texas. Jordan and I are from Dallas, so we're Mavs people. Kasey's a Mavs person, but, they're here and they're just down the road. So you got to kind of watch the Spurs. They are 1 win from the Western Conference Finals as well. So right now they have a 3-2 series lead over the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's kind of gone back and forth a little bit, but the most recent game on Tuesday night was the Spurs were just dominant, like killed them 126-97. Wemby just looks like ridiculous most of the time, unstoppable. So just looking great. The Knicks totally swept the 76ers. They are like the fun, surprising, oh my God, the Knicks, if you ever watch basketball ever, it's always like people are always cheering for the Knicks and they never win, all the famous folks, but they're actually really good right now. So the Knicks are chilling and waiting, and that's always great. So they kind of look like a legitimate finals team. And then the last 2 teams in it are the Cavs and the Pistons, which is just funny to me. They don't really seem like, I know.
What?
It's like, are we back in the 90s? I don't know.
What year is it?
And that series is tied 2-2. So this has been the biggest surprise that these 2 teams are really battling it out. Tonight is Wednesday. And so actually game 5 is tonight in Detroit. So by the time this airs, you guys will kind of know how it went. So we'll see. Anyways, basketball is definitely getting going. It's fun to watch right now. And it's really, there's lots of surprises. And like people are saying, it's just chaos, but fun chaos, like in the best kind of way. So there you go. Jordan, what you got?
Well, you talk about chaos, which I also, obviously, I'll toss in half the reason I'm not here last week, potentially next week. Is postseason lacrosse, and there's a whole bunch of parity now. North Carolina lost some games. Northwestern turned it around. So, if you're bored on Thursday before you watch baseball, you can watch women's lacrosse because we are in the quarterfinals, and everyone's freaking great. But I was originally, before we found out Kasey was busy with her anniversary, which is obviously important. I was going to take the NHL. Thank goodness I don't have to, because y'all have been boycotting since the Stars lost. Straight up, I have not watched a game since the Stars lost. Yeah. When I, just for this, did pull up the bracket like the Colorado is leading their series with the Wild 3-1. That's probably going to be over by the time we drop this. Golden Knights are beating the Ducks. Sabres and Canadians are actually tied, so that could be fun. And my adopted team, the Carolina Hurricanes, swept the Flyers. So at least I have an adopted team. But since Kasey is not here, I will take on golf.
Yeah,
since it is my second favorite. The PGA Championship is this week. And from what I have seen, Scotty is pretty much the favorite. One of the high odds favorites. Rory left his practice round on Tuesday due to a blister on his toe, which does not sound like a real thing, but I'm sure that it is.
Oh, no less.
Miss Pinky toe. And as this is so bad, as of Wednesday at this recording, it was unsure. He is unsure if he will play this week.
Okay.
That we could send in some Band-Aids.
Right. They make that Band-Aid like a little cushy part on them for the blister.
Yes. They make specialty Band-Aids for that. It's not an NIL when you're professional, but still, here's a sponsorship opportunity.
For sure.
Band-Aid, call them up. I did get to go to the Truist Championship, which was at the Quail Hollow Club this weekend. That was fun. I followed Jordan for a couple holes, and then I just parked it on 16 and watched quite a few guys come through. But Rory was one of the guys that I saw come through, and he seemed fine there. So I don't know what happened to his blister. But speaking of Jordan, he is still chasing his Grand Slam, and this is the one that he has not won. So it's his 10th try. I know that he's not playing great, so I don't feel great about this week, but you never know. Yeah. This could be the one. So keep an eye on the PGA Championship. Starts Thursday, goes through Sunday, and
let's be great.
Golf.
Also, somebody else to watch is Cameron Young. He's been coming on strong in the last couple of weeks. So it's another one. If you're watching the golf and you want to look really educated, you can talk about these things. Scotty Scheffler, probably and then right behind him, Cameron Young. And then we're always going to cheer for Jordan Spieth because he's a Longhorn. Yeah. And we love him. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Rory, I don't know if I can agree with Rory and his blister.
Agreed.
Just seems a little soft, but
yeah.
I die.
We love our golf
things.
Yeah. But our baseball team has struggled a little bit this weekend. It was a tough weekend. We did lose Friday and Saturday to Tennessee, in Knoxville, as they say. Thank God we came back and won on Sunday. That was a big win. Needed that so bad. Could not get swept by Tennessee. I think because of the loss, we fell down to number 6 in the polls. We need to stay in the top 8, to host a regional and host a super regional if we can win. So that's big. So it was kind of an interesting time. Of course, Dylan Valantis started on Friday night, but man, that Tennessee pitcher they had, did you watch that game, Jordan? That kid was freaking crazy.
Oh, no, I didn't get to watch. I was out. I was actually out at a concert on Friday night, but
I watched this damn game and I was like, this Tennessee pitcher, Tegan Coons, was just like crazy dominant. He had 15 strikeouts. Like, what? Literally, we could not hit him or even close to hit him. Literally, it was like constant. Like, we had no clue. It was like when we used to make fun of, I forget who, but we were like, just close your eyes and swing. And that's literally how our guys looked. It was real bad. And so we just never got momentum. I mean, Dylan looked okay, but it was just like we had no chance. And that kid was so fired up. So anyways, there you go. That was Friday. Saturday was strange. We actually grabbed the lead early, which we were like, okay. But Ruger didn't pitch. This was the weird thing, is that Ruger was supposed to start, of course, but then he had like a sore arm. Everybody was freaking out. I mean, literally, Mark's phone was like blowing up, trying to get some inside scoop of like Ruger's hurt or what's going on, all these things. And so, but Ruger didn't start. Luke Harrison started. you know who we love. I love Luke. Love his family. Love Tom. Anyway, so but then Tennessee just exploded offensively and got 16 hits, 6 home runs, like crazy stuff. Yeah. So I don't know, literally got runs in every single inning, I think. It was wild. And so then Tennessee just totally flipped the game. You know, we did kind of battle back. The score ended up being 14-9 Tennessee. But it was tough. It was tough to lose Friday and Saturday. And they'd be like, shit, we have got to take this Sunday game and so we don't get swept. Yeah. So a couple of guys that were so good, like Temo was amazing all freaking weekend. That kid looks so good. Yeah. So, and then Sunday, Ruger pitched, which was great to see Ruger back. He had like lots of swagger. That was great. He was like literally walking like big circles around the mound, like as he was like literally feeling himself. It was fun.
No, I have to. Okay, I'm interrupting because I realized that I have not been on since when I was watching, and it had to have been maybe Mississippi State, but they had Ruger on, and he admitted that he has not used shampoo in his hair.
Yes, I
it looks amazing. And can you like, if I did not use shampoo in my hair, I would look like a rat dipped in
grease.
French fry grease. Like, this is insane. I'm so annoyed. This man has not had to use shampoo on his hair, and it looks amazing. Anyway, that was like my one takeaway from his interview. I was like, you have not washed your hair?
I know. I saw a follow-up interview with Aiden Robbins, and they were like, do you wash your hair? And he was like, yes.
I realized as you were saying this that I had not been on here since I found out that fun fact, and I was so irritated that man, they don't have to wash their hair, and they just look. It's so irritating.
It just reminds me like Ruger has like all of the swag of like a little bit like McConaughey. He's like, I don't use deodorant, I don't bathe, I don't use shampoo, but still look at me, I'm just great.
Look at me go. Oh yeah. How dare he?
Yeah.
But I love that for him.
Yeah. And I was happy the offense showed up for Ruger. I mean, we had talked like for the last couple of weeks, like I just feel like once they flipped and moved Dylan to a Friday night starter, I just feel like the offense has not supported Ruger at all. He's pitched well, but we just have not had the bats behind him. And so it was nice to see our response, our bats come out, Ruger, you know, get that support. And so, yeah, it was really good. Adrian hit a big 3-run home run in the first. It's also good to see him back. You know, he's still only batting lefty. He's not switch hitting yet because of his hand, but I think that's coming. Kasey Borba, thank God, like is trying to get it back together. Jordan, but so he had a home run.
So there, he's getting it back. He's getting it back.
Yeah, we're moving in the right direction. So yeah, we finished with 13 runs and just like really looked good. So again, thank God. Really needed that. So I think that especially going in this Missouri weekend, we play Missouri Thursday, Friday, Saturday, which is a weird Thursday. I don't really know what's happening with that. But for our last home series, we would be great if we swept. Of course, we got to win the series, but really at this point, I think we need to. I think just for our own team
confidence. Yeah,
like I think they need to have a big showing and look dominant this weekend.
Because this would be the first series sweep, right?
Yes.
Have they swept anyone this year?
Not. I think in and like before the
NCC, I should say SEC sweep. Yes. Their first. This would be their first SEC sweep, and that's not saying anything. For some reason, I feel like I remember like they have the most series wins, SEC series wins, but still, like the fact that we are in the last SEC series of the season and they've not swept somebody is weird. But that is a good tee up for standings, which like Georgia leads and clinch their regular season title this past weekend, beating LSU. So whatever, good for them. But Texas and Texas A&M are tied at second with 16-10 records, so about 62% winning percentage. Alabama and Auburn are right behind us, and part of the reason Missouri is what it is because the SEC tournament starts on Tuesday. So they're doing the Thursday through Saturday to get everybody cleared out for the SEC tournament, which part of the reason you want to be a 2 through 4 seed at this point is because 1 through 4 get a double bye, which means you don't have to play the first 2 rounds. The first 2 rounds start on Tuesday. So keep an eye on A&M has Mississippi State, Alabama hosts Ole Miss, Auburn hosts Georgia, which we know that Georgia won the regular season, but
Auburn's coming out super strong here at the end. I mean, Auburn killed A&M the other weekend, so they're coming on pretty strong here in the late part of the season.
And one thing I wanted to mention, just because we probably won't be on again until the SEC tournament is like kind of in the middle of its action, is the SEC is going to try a challenge system for balls and strikes in the tournament. And that, I feel like that's going to open a can of worms. But this is what MLB has implemented this year. So the system will allow teams to challenge an umpire's strike or ball call via an automated ball tracking system that monitors the location of each pitch relative to the specific batter's zone.
I think it's good, right? They tap their helmet or whatever, and it's like, hey, can call.
It's just gonna be really interesting now. But I'll be locked in just to see how this goes. They get 3 challenges. If it's successful, they get to keep the challenge. If they lose the challenge, then they drop down to 2, and so forth and so on. So, that is going to be something interesting. Even in those early days, I feel like when you maybe have the uncompetitive games on Tuesday, Wednesday, that could be fun, at least a fun thing to watch.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. I know, like, in the major leagues, guys have done it, but they've been unsuccessful. Like, the umpires have been really good. But I feel like in college ball, I don't think the umpires are as accurate.
Exactly.
So it's going to be interesting to see, like how it goes, how often the batter is correct, how often the umpires are correct, and then how people end up if they're worried or scared to use it, or if they like kind of have a green light to go for it if they really think it's, necessary.
Because it's weird. Like, you only have 3.
Right.
But how many times do you have a game-changing ball strike call? Like, because the coaches are telling those guys, you can only do this if it is like...
Right. Game is on the line.
It is loaded.
Right.
And like, that if you had struck out, our season could end or something. Like, there's no way they're doing that just on a ho-hum ball strike call. So that will be very interesting.
Yeah. Okay. Be fun to watch. All right. And then I know, like, right around our team right now and like what our players are doing, we have some like fun historical facts to share, which are cool. Nice trivia. Okay. First one. With Sunday's win, Texas became the first ever college baseball program to reach 1,500 conference wins. So we won 64 out of 81 SWC, so Southwest Conference titles, 10 of 28 Big 12 titles, and of course, last year we won our first SEC title. So there you go. That's a super fun fact. You got any other ones?
That's awesome. Kasey Borba hit his 31st career home run, which was his second on Sunday, which puts him in a tie for 9th most by a Longhorn with EK, our guy EK, and Drew Stubbs. And obviously there's plenty of season left, so he'll probably move up the list. But as it sits right now, Danny Peoples is at 32, Scott Bryant at 33, our other guy, Cody Clemens, is at 34, and then Jalen Flores is at 42. So, go Borba. Borbons. I love that.
I feel like he's getting it together. I feel like we're moving in the right direction.
Yeah. And that's the thing is, I've been bad. Like, work has been crazy, obviously, with postseason looming, so I've not been able to watch the games like first pitch to last out. So it's nice to see, though, that Kasey and some of the other guys are doing good.
I did text his mom on Sunday on Mother's Day, and I was like, 2 home runs. Mother's Day home runs. He was like, thank God. I was like, big happy Mother's Day to you, Cindy. Love it. And to Karen, his grandmother. So anyways, that's crazy. Yeah. And our boy Aiden Robbins has moved into a tie for 5th most home runs in a single season. He has 19. This is a tie with Kyle Russell, who was in 2008. Brooks Kieschnick, who we love, a good friend of ours. Murphy Staley. And so we're all expecting him to continue to move up the list because Aiden is hot. So just fun. Jeff Ontiveros, who was one of our fun and really good first basemen. I used to love Jeff Ontiveros. We always laughed, like had the hardest glove slap to the first, who a guy was on first base, literally yeah, I mean literally, Jordan, he would slap the crap out of the guy, moving off first base to maybe steal second, or just then he'd come back to first, and he literally slap the crap out of the guy on the line.
I love it.
It was so funny. You could hear it all.
I love it.
And like you mentioned, Cody Clemens had 24. So anyways, good stuff. And yeah, not sure. I mean, we'll see Fader Robbins. He has 19 right now. The leaders are, of course, Ivan Melendez, who was killed it with 32 one season when he was, what was his nickname?
Hispanic Titanic.
Yeah, that's it. Hispanic Titanic. And Kyle Russell one season had 28. So there you go. Good times. It'll be fun to watch him. Okay, we have the standings. Love that.
We did that. Other Diamond Sports, the softball team, who kind of gave me a scare a little bit for a little bit in there. April was rough.
Yeah.
And then May was incredible. They kicked ass in the SEC tournament. It was great.
I know.
I also was I remember watching and messaging the group chat. That was hilarious when Georgia or Alabama, this is bad, I don't remember now, but one of them knocked out OU, and I was like, yeah. So at least Texas didn't have to play OU in the championship game, but Texas won the SEC tournament.
Yep.
So it's not that they weren't going to get in anyway, but an automatic bid into the postseason. Katie Stewart was the SEC Player of the Year. Katie, Caden Henry, Tegan Cavan, and Vivi Martinez were all first-team SEC. Reese Atwood, Leanne Good, Hannah Wells, second-team All-SEC. Reese Atwood was also All-SEC defensive team. And on Sunday, they announced what the postseason bracket will look like. And Texas was the number 2 national seed.
Great. So
they will host Wisconsin, Baylor, Wagner, and Austin this weekend. Texas will face Wagner on Friday at 3 o'clock, which I don't even know where Wagner is located, and I couldn't tell you a single thing about Wagner. So if they lose, that'll be sad.
Yeah, they should definitely win. Yeah. That's good. 3 o'clock. That's also kind of nice with softball being here, done. 3 should be done by the time baseball starts for us on Friday night. So it'll be busy out there. Good times.
Yeah.
Good times in the whole left field area. All right. Good times. I know. And then also we had a big women's golf. We finished as the top team in Chapel Hill, the Chapel Hill Regional. I know that was huge. We advanced to the NCAA's next Friday in Carlsbad, California. And Cindy, who's their last name?
Cindy
Sue was our top Longhorn, which was kind of surprising because who has been our dominant girl all year long? Oh, Kasey talks about her. Her name is what?
Oh
Lord, I'll look it up. It's gonna make me crazy. She's been so good all year.
Dang it.
Oh gosh, that's gonna make me crazy.
Anyway, I have to write down the time code so we can check this out.
Yeah. So she finished. Cindy finished top 3rd, 1 stroke back from the 2 leaders, and then the other girl who has been been the best player all year is dun dun dun. Oh, Farrah O'Keefe. There we go. Farrah O'Keefe. So
for some reason I thought Farrah had graduated, so I'm glad you said that.
Oh, wow. No, but anyway, so they keep going. They're, like we said, moving on. They'll play again this weekend in Carlsbad, so we'll watch them and see how it goes.
Nice. That'll probably be on Golf Channel. All that will be on Golf Channel at some point. So
yeah,
keep an eye on it while you're waiting to watch softball, baseball, women's lacrosse, anything. And also men's tennis, the the women's team lost in the Sweet 16 to NC State. Number 9, they lost to number 8, so still very competitive. But the women's team wrapped up their season. They made it to the Sweet 16, so that's awesome.
Yeah.
But the men's team is advancing. They are moving on to the Elite 8 after they beat number 17 San Diego. So they are moving on to the quarterfinals for the 4th straight year, 6th time in the last 7 seasons. We'll keep it on those. I feel like that's got to be on streaming somewhere.
I'm sure.
Maybe YouTube. But should be a good one this week. So we'll keep rooting for them as they make yet another championship run. I feel like they lost to like TCU the last couple. When they have lost, it has been to TCU. So I hope they don't have to face TCU again for a while.
Yeah, for sure. I'm good with that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. Big baseball weekend, big softball weekend. NBA is definitely heating up. So lots of fun things to watch.
Yep.
Yeah. And
your shirt reminded me too.
Oh, my Cubs.
I was just gonna say your shirt reminded me I'm going to Cubs game on Wednesday night.
Oh, fun. Who did they play?
The national couldn't tell you. Wouldn't know. The national championship is at Northwestern though, so I'll be in Chicago. So we're going to a Cubs game.
Good. Have a blast. They're the best. Are you going to as like a night game or what day? Nice.
Wednesday.
So fun. Have the best time. I love Wrigley Field. Also, I was going to say we're excited. College Game Day did announce they're going to come to Austin.
That's right.
Texas versus Ohio State, week 2 matchup. Also, they announced the game time will be 6:30 at night. Thank God. Not like some boring ass morning game with college. Game day. Like, let it be real. So yeah, that'll be super fun too. Very cool.
Hell yeah. Oh, and NBA draft combine this week. Dalen Swain.
Yep. And we did.
I know we didn't watch.
No, but the Cowboys will also. We know they're going to open up against the Giants. Sunday Night Football. Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
So,
immediate reaction. How do I feel about the Cowboys this year?
You know me, I'm an optimistic, always a blindless, hopeless, optimist Cowboys fan.
Nope.
And then they just break your heart after they start playing, Jordan. So there we go.
And
you're not going
at this point in the year, because we are still so far away, I will be a pessimist. You catch me in August and I will be a completely different person. But at this moment, we will not win a game next year. or something like that.
Yeah. I need to, I mean, yeah, we'll get way into it as we get closer, I'm sure, and see what the hell is going on with the Cowboys at that point. But anyway. All right.
Well, everyone hold it down this weekend.
Yes, thank you. I know. I'm definitely going to go out Friday, Saturday. I'm going to plan to go out Thursday. I was telling Mark, it's like, school night, so it's hard, but I definitely want to go. It's the last couple of games of the regular season, so I'll definitely go out unless like something, crazy happens school-wise, but hopefully that is all chill, and I can go and enjoy some baseball on Thursday night, too. So
the last weekend until we host regional, so that'll be fun. Awesome. Well,
have fun in Chicago, have fun at lacrosse, and have a great time in Wrigley. So fun.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, you enjoy Wrigley left field. I'll enjoy Fish left field, and we'll
see you on left field.